Okay, whatever. We're gonna do it. Let's do some magic. Yes! 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 We did it! Oh, freaking love quacks. This is why I play the card so much. Thanks for the tier 1 sub, B. We just do it as an opener, hey? Oh! Yes! Yeah! Take that! No way, Lee. Oh, we get so hyped, man. We get so hyped. It's really funny. Okay, hold up. We need to add some firepower to this now. Maybe even this way. Okay, let's do it. Told ya. Look, look. Yes. Very good. I called it. What? Oh, crap. So we use slave driver here. Spawn and play. If it was a soldier, spawn and play. Okay. Heat wave it, you think? Hey, what's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've put together a Quacks T-board deck. The leader that we're utilizing is Imperial formation. So with the order, we get to boost 2 allied units by 1 and swap the positions, then give 1 armor to each targeted soldier. So that's what we're looking to do, target our soldier units with this leader, and in particular 2 engines that we have in this deck being the crossbowmen and the light cavalry unit. And I'd suggest we either save our leader ability to be used round 2 or round 3. Try not to use it round 1. Crystal Skull is the stratagem that we're utilizing. We get to boost an allied unit by 4, give it Veil, so we can give Crystal Skull to either one of those engine units I just pointed out to you. And that's obviously going to be when we go first, round 1. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this deck. So to begin with, we have 2 Der Len soldiers. Deploy: if you control a soldier, summon all copies of this unit from your deck to this row. At the start of the game, spawn a copy of self in your deck. So what we're looking to do is round 1, we can hold on to 1 copy of this card, leave the other copy in your deck, and after having a soldier down on the board, we can play it out, thin the deck out. This card is in our deck just to improve the consistency of our list. We've got Pella as a tech against statuses. So on deploy, we can purify any unit of our choice. It can be our unit or the opponent's unit. So we can use Pella to remove defender status from opponent's unit, resilience status, or even if one of our units gets locked or poisoned. We've got 2 slave hunters just to add some more control to this list. On deploy, damage an enemy unit by 1. Increase the damage by 1 for each adjacent soldier. If the target is left at 1 power, spawn a 1 power locked copy of it to the right of self. So you can decide to use Slave Hunter just as a way to kill off a unit, or you could just go for that extra value with that spawn ability that we see there. I do like to play the Slave Hunters round 1. I think it's really consistent when we're playing with the Dare Lens soldiers because we get a lot spawned on the field. So we can meet the condition to play them for max value. But if not, they really play well with the crossbowmen and light cavalry as well, because as I said, they're adding extra control and we can destroy more things off the board. So either play them round 1 with these cards or save them for later with these engines. Then we've got 2 tortoise units. Reason I added in the tortoise is because we require some soldier synergies playing the crossbowmen. So that's what they're in here for, just to help trigger crossbowmen. They're not bad at full provision cost, 7 strength unit. Exposed, boost an enemy unit with the most power by 3. They also give us some proactive plays sometimes if we may need that, or if we may need to throw a card out on the pass, we could use the tortoise unit. So just use them with crossbowmen or round 1 I feel is best. Moving on, we've got 1 battle prep. With battle preparation, boost an allied unit by 4, give it 2 armor. If it's a soldier, boost it by 6, give it 2 armor instead. I really just have battle preparation in this deck to keep our engine units consistent, which require armor in particular. So we're just using this for the light cavalry units and the crossbowmen units when we're playing them out. We've got 2 light cavalry units in this deck. So the light cavalry have flanking. If this unit is adjacent to only 1 card on your melee row, its end of turn ability is triggered twice. On your range row, gain 1 armor at the end of your turn. Barricade, trigger this ability if the unit has armor. That's why we're going with the Imperial formation leader, right? Makes these cards really consistent. So the barricade is that as long as this card has got armor, at the end of your turn, damage the last unit played by your opponent by 1. My deal with the light cavalry is that, let's say we could play out 1 round 1, and then we can kind of spam them in round 2 on the bleed, and kind of just end up destroying whatever the opponent plays. I feel these cards are really good when we go first into a round because of that. We've got 2 crossbowmen as well. Flanking, just like the other unit. Deploy, damage an enemy unit by 1. Barricade, at the end of your turn, damage a random enemy unit by 1 if you play a soldier this turn. So we kind of want to play crossbowmen early on into rounds that we're going to commit to, and then play our soldier synergies out later, so then these cards give us that good value with the barricade ability and that synergy it has as we play out soldiers. What I suggest is that we kind of want to save the flanking melee row for the light cavalry unit because it's really strong that way, and perhaps just play these ranged row, just let them accumulate armor. 2 slave drivers. Damage a bronze allied unit by 1, then spawn a 1 power copy of it on this row. If it was a soldier, spawn and play the copy instead. Slave driver is really dynamic in this deck. We've got a lot of different uses for it. If you want, we could just spam more light cavalry units, more crossbowmen, or if we're bleeding the opponent in round 2 and need something to fall back on in a short round 3, we can just use slave driver to spam Nausicaa Sergeant, and that's a lot of points too. With the Nausicaa Sergeant, deploy if your opponent has won a round this game, spawn and play battle prep. We've already covered battle prep. Nausicaa Sergeant is a card that we're looking to utilize, perhaps more so at the end of the match to offer us a point slam to win. Frigif, Zeal Order, trigger the end of turn abilities of 2 allied bronze soldiers. So what we can do with Frigif, I like to use him best on the bleed, round 2, if you're going to decide to take the match that way. But in any event, Frigif plays best in combination with the light cavalry. We can kind of destroy a unit the opponent plays off that way, or you could just click Frigif onto the crossbowman as well. So save Frigif round 2 or 3. As a tech card, I'm running Surrender in this deck. Remove 2 armor from all units in a row. Damage them by 2. I have Surrender in this deck to deal with Reaver lists, but I find it also plays good against Harmony lists because they tend to row stack with Saskia round 1, and it's good against Nilfgaard Renfrey decks because they also row stack for Triss Meteor Shower. So use this as you need to. Raymond, spawn and play a base copy of a bronze soldier from your hand. Give it 2 armor. We can use this card. I like to use it really just to set up the flanking for these cards, and that's what we want to do. For the most part, we want to use Raymond to generate another crossbowman or light cavalry. He's also a very dynamic card. Once again, you could even go Nausicaa Sergeant with him. Round 2 or 3 card, I think. We've got Quacks in this deck. This is to attack the opponent's best card most of the time. So we're going to play Quack's melee row round 1 early on, as long as the opponent has played at least one card out because of the way T-Ball works. So each player summons the highest provision unit from the deck to the melee row. We're going to draw out T-Ball with Quacks, so we want to leave T-Ball in our deck at all times. Heatwave for control, banish a unit or an artifact. I like Heatwave at the moment to target the opponent's scenario cards, and it can just completely remove a unit from the field that may get replayed later on. We can also just use this as a tool punish option at the end of the match. We've got Garrison in this deck. It's a location card. It has the resilience tag. So what that means is on the round that we played in, if we don't use the order then, carries on into the following round. The deploy is that you get to spawn and play a base copy of a bronze soldier from your starting deck. Boost an allied soldier and all its copies by 1. Give them 1 armor. Garrison is nice to use to generate more light cavalry, and we can use the order to boost up our light cavalry, or if you want, you can go for a crossbowman. Save this for round 2 or 3 preferably. We've got War Council to help with consistency to find cards we need. Also has resilience. Deploy, look at the first 3 cards from the top of your deck and play one of them. Spawn and play Battle Prep is the order. We can use the order onto light cavalry or crossbowman units. I think War Council is probably better off to play, let's say like round 2, because you're a bit more certain of what you're likely to find when you're going to play it for the deploy, right? You know what's in your deck. You can kind of strategize more likely what you're going to pull into and how you're going to respond that way. Round 1, you could still play it round 1, but it's a bit more like we don't really know what we're going to pull with it round 1, right? There's too many cards in the deck at that time. We've got T-Ball in this list. As I mentioned, T-Ball is an immunity unit, so it can't be manually targeted by the opponent. Basically, for the most part in this current meta, I think we just have to watch out for Igni when playing T-Ball. And because of that, maybe what we want to do is when we play Quack's melee row, don't add any more units to the melee row so the opponent can meet Igni condition to destroy the highest unit. Just leave Quack's T-Ball round 1 alone on their own row. But the way T-Ball works is that at the end of your turn, infuse a random enemy unit with, whenever this unit receives a status, damage itself by 1. Whenever this card enters the battlefield, your opponent draws a card. If your opponent has passed or their hand is full, damage itself by 12. So like I said, wait until the opponent has played at least 1 card, round 1, and then we can commit this card right away. And we want to play it as early on as possible into round 1. And it just becomes a nice engine for us doing damage. It's a pretty high tempo play, 15 points. Hopefully we brick something really good from the opponent. And because we're running T-Ball in this deck, there is a consideration to play Pikemen in this list. But really what I wanted to do is optimize the deck and have those other soldier engines in deck because I'm playing Vrigeth in particular. So it's up to you. You can change the list up a bit if you like. You could play Pikemen to work with T-Ball round 1 as well. So we're never playing T-Ball from hand. We're always playing it with Quacks. So always leave it in your deck. And then just to finish, we got a Neuromancy. It's an Echo card. So we get to play this twice and allows us to play any card from our deck. I like a Nero in this build. I've gone with this kind of a consistency build because a Nero just allows us to play Quacks right away, round 1 when we want to, and just set up that T-Ball play quickly. Also because we've got a number of artifacts and Heatwave, and Nero feels really good and useful in this build. So now that I've covered the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. I think with this list, it's pretty dynamic and we can take the match a lot of different places. A long round 3 isn't bad because we've got strong engine units, but if we need to bleed the opponent, we also can with our engine units, because let's say for a short round 3, we can fall back on Nausicaa Sergeant spam, which is pretty good points after a hard bleed round 2. So up to you where you want to take the match. Let me just tell you what kind of cards you can play each round. So what we can do round 1, early on as possible, we're going to play Quacks, bringing out T-Ball. We can play some of our engines round 1. I'd say like maybe 1 light cavalry, maybe the crossbowmen round 1 instead. And play out cards like Slave Hunter, Deadland Soldiers, Tortoise, Battle Prep. Pretty much those kinds of cards. Should be enough to get you round control. If you want to bleed or not, it's up to you. We'll discuss the match in terms of going along round 3 in any event. So what we can do as the match unfolds is initially we want to open up and set up the light cavalry units first so they can just start destroying whatever the opponent plays down. So place 2 light cavalry units melee row, one far right, one far left, and then set the other ones up if you have more. One ranged row, far left, ranged row, far right. Play the crossbowmen out. We can use Slave Driver in combination with Nausicaa Sergeants. We can play Vrigeth, Surrender. We've got War Council, Garrison. As the match closes out, we've got Heatwave as a tool punish option, hopefully to win the match. So thanks a lot for your time and support. Really appreciate it, and hope you have fun watching the following matches. And our witches. SK witches is like usually more reliable if you're gonna go all in on that kind of a style. Yeah. My best witcher deck would be SK. I think so. NG witches. Like Colgrim. It's more of the clogging archetype. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we pull. I think it's going to be Simless, or it's going to be Eitni here. So, what's this at? Is that 11? They have both in hand? Is that what that means? Because that's... What's the provision cost of the others? They're higher than that, right? Like 12 and 13, aren't they? Wow. The most broken deck? Nilfgaard, Renfrey, Imprisonment, Triss, Meteor Shower. I'd say so. No, it's on the board. Here. Sounds like an insult. Maybe just kill it off. They're still going, man. Well, we can go one more card, but we just end up going a long round because of the card deficit. What do we got here? 6. Honestly, we could even just hit a surrender there. That should get us the long round. That's nasty, hey? Would they go... So they may go Simless here, though. If they really want it. No. Okay. You're funny, Sonrisa. It sounds like an insult from a foreign language or something. So, yeah, we just want the engine synergies. We don't really want this. Yeah, great. Just say it really fast.
You must fight for the hills and the woods.
I mean, getting Forest Protector is pretty good. Heatwave, Frigef, this, Nausicaa, this. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, good. Great, great. Yes. Okay. Maybe we go crossbowman on this one, actually. Oh, you don't? Why not? It's actually worth including, but depends, obviously. Depends on your provisions, you know, what you got to work with. Yeah, I guess we end up coming around to that. How many rebukes? They play 1 rebuke.
History shall remember the Ardean. We go where the Empire has not yet reached.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to fit it in, huh?
May their rotting corpses fertilize our wood.
Dwarves. What are they without their armor?
Wow, I think we're going to snipe Whitney, man. Unless they go Simlas now, so they can spread the pings around. It's going to be dangerous for them. This is problematic. Does that get the heat wave? Or do we want them to put something into it next? Put a big boost? Do we wait on it? I mean, we can just stick with the crossbowman, man.
Two legs are 4, I never miss, even at full gallop.
If they put big boost, we probably heat wave now, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a heat wave there.
Only one with no sense would trust the word.
That's it? We can even go crossbowman there, huh? Let's do this. You want to click it now? Do this. Hit the queen.
I would bet my apple you'll not leave Brooklyn.
It's a bit annoying having him there, but I want some bigger boost in him or something. Just get rid of it. Let's just play Nausicaa's now. We got Frigef. Frigef's actually really gonna pop here. He's gonna go nuts. It's just gonna be like an explosion of damage. And the consistency's so good with that deck, eh? Literally got everything. Maybe we hold Frigga if there's a more important unit on the board. Until we see that. Let's see what we pull with this then.
Wars are won with discipline, my lords.
Light cavalry. Still generating damage. Even without flanking.
None can
We'll go melee row trigger with Rigeth. This way. Hoping to snipe that now. NG Reavers. I like playing soldiers, they're really cool. Crossbowmen and light cavalry, probably my favorite.
Not afraid? You should be.
Just get that, man. We don't have to worry about some ignis or heat waves at the devotion. She's full on dodging him. This is incredible.
No mercy!
We've no need for your forges.
Mr. Anderson. I love The Matrix. Did you guys watch them all? Such an interesting movie. Mr. Anderson. That was a fantastic win, friends. Quacks is good. Okay, not bad. Cool. If they play Saskia first, we may be able to kill it.
Scum know better.
Yeah, they're gonna play around it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
We can even take that out.
Back in line! None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Bonjour, friend. What's up? Ooh.
Gagner, Dwan will not be heard.
Question is, when do we quacks?
Empire has not yet reached.
Crap, it survived. Do we do it now? Probably now. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of not good, huh? I guess we're hoping for like Simlas, maybe. Okay, we can pass. That's not so bad. Yeah, what's up, 22? I'm well, thanks. How about yourself? That's sick, man. I'm very happy for you. Thanks for visiting me here as well. Appreciate it. Guerrilla tactics.
History shall remember the art. The Emperor shall be proud of his son.
These are really good on the bleed when they stick. If we can do that.
You are no lunatic.
Whoa!
Time for you to die, Dwan.
It's already out?
Time for you
That's
to
it?
die, Dwan.
I think that's like a huge trade, man. Simless Waylay gone already. This is gone. We may even end up passing. Okay. So what do they got off this now? That's a good trade, huh? What do you guys think? It just sucks when I don't thin these. But we have most of what we want. Maybe like Nausicaa Sergeant, this, yeah. We'll just keep clicking this away. You reckon, Dogie? Oh boy. Wait, what can we... Should we just heat wave it straight up? I mean, they're going to use it for Eldain anyway. And it maybe does something. Nice. So good. It worked. A nice little trick is like to go a Neuromancy as well. Oh, they got that too. Okay, well at least we know it's out of the way. So we just want to go for like Nausicaa Sergeant, I think. We'll do this first. Okay, they might go for another. Okay. Hmm. Maybe no value on the surrender? Okay. Something. This is a dead card, is it? They have leader.
Off to the front yet again.
It's probably crushing trap. And if it is, we can do some protection here. It's going to be crushing trap.
Bards across the Empire will sing of this day. My blade, I trust you have sharpened it.
.0 crushing trap. They might even play another one. No need to roast that. They got leader to counter me though, even if I start moving my units around.
You will pay for this. You all will pay.
That's pretty weak. If they had it, they would have played it, so we can play this now.
That will do.
At least we get something that way.
These trees will be your grave. I'll do so sword in hand.
They roast stacked for us. Yo, that's so good we kept surrender last. We want quacks though. We don't want this in hand. Okay. We got a Neuromancy on the last click. Here it comes. Alright. Channel your energy. Goku, Dragon Ball Z, Spirit Bomb.
Abandon your false gods.
Alright, here it comes. You ready? Okay. Hamel farts out. That's good, man. That is good there. That's huge. Magic engaged.
Remove his cowl, then his ear.
In this round, it's good. We take it.
The tongue can conceal the truth. The eyes never.
Oh, we got no engines in hand? Oh my goodness. No light cavalry, no crossbowmen. Oh crap. Okay.
Off to the front yet again.
We just use these, I guess. Slave Hunter is nice when we play these. Easy condition.
Perhaps a different way. An active one.
Wanting to boost. Hold on, so if I remove this, then they bring it back though. Isn't it? Because I got this. So I don't know if that's effective really.
That will do.
We just do this then. Actually don't want fire sworn units in their graveyard because I missed the fighty pants. What kind of unit? Naturalist?
And with Mandrake, you must always. Wait, where are my gloves?
I think we can kill this off. Okay.
This one's got spirit.
Nice hit, but they can bring it back. Unless they don't realize that right now. Because they were checking him. I think we bleed with light cavalry. Just destroy whatever gets played. I'm hoping to find light cavalry in hand. Just need one. We did thin. Those aren't bad either. Can we get some kind of an engine? Yes, okay.
The Emperor shall be proud of his
Straight up.
sons.
All day. I don't mind to try bleed, because these cards are really good when we get first. Maybe we delete what they play. And we got Nausicaa Sergeant for 3. Short round. Yeah, I love it. It's a fun deck. Hey, what's up, Lionheart? Not bad, man. Not bad. How's things been with you? Oh, this is actually a really good spender against us. Oh, actually, this changes things. Because it can straight up destroy a unit. We may pass then, actually. Yeah. Okay. Maybe go a long round now.
Oh, the digits dropped out. Oh, so we're back on.
Unless we play Raymond into this. So, boost it up. We can boost it up with Leader. And then they can't reach it. So if I'm going to do that, I position it here. Here. Yeah.
Empire has not yet reached.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we try then. That's good to hear, man. Movement SD. Is that your favorite? Half of the decks can't deal with it. They have crazy tempo, the movement package. Saskia round 1 can win you a lot of matches on even. Wow, really nice. So you're an ST main. Or do you kind of like fluctuate depending on what gets buffed and stuff? Oh, this is out already.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
That one, he venerates not the fire.
We may not be able to generate enough points to win this round. I don't think so.
What are they without their arms?
Just make him spend a little bit and we'll pass. That's a big combo to get out. Isn't that the whole combo of that deck right there? What else do they have outside of this? First faction closed beta right on. I start off with monsters, man. First time I got to pro rank was with a Scoia'tael deck. I think it is, yeah. It's kind of bad to go down card, but if we get that out, it's great. And, you know, we've got a nice hand for round 3 still. If we just Nausicaa Sergeant spam, it's still good points. Spent 1 leader. Go resilience. I think we pass. Light cavalry is still devastating if we pull it. But that's pretty big to get out. Yeah, nice. We can generate extra copies. Not so sure about that now. War Council's solid, free gift. Alright, man. Let's do it. Crap. Fella wants some action. What can we do?
My knights, I need to be like witches, strong and immune.
Hey, what's up, gang? How are you? He wants his time to shine. Slave driver the 3. Oh, they're looking to kill it off maybe with a payday or something? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Well, it does require barricade.
Two legs are full, I never miss, even at full gallop.
Exactly. And slave style. How could they? Morels. I guess there's going to be a lot of Nausicaa sergeants then. I hate it when they don't let the engines stick, because when they do, they're really devastating. Especially that light cavalry unit. I usually like to bleed with that, because you just start deleting whatever gets played. Little bird.
Ran off in fear of her father beyond, do they?
What a crazy point swing with Siggy there.
We always love them to death.
Senior and junior.
Back in line!
This is a problem. They won't go tall into one unit. Is that worth a heat wave then?
Nobody expects the Nilfgaard Inquisition.
Maybe if I did it earlier.
Move!
It's pretty solid. Even after playing out their Siggy combo, they got points. Yeah.
Man's got the wares if you've got the coin.
Bonded. Nice.
The realm of the living severs your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
Be a shame to let this booty go to waste.
This deck. Late. Wow, too many points. Jeez. Damn. Even after the Siggy combo? Respect.